Zeofate plays Stardew Valley. So welcome everybody to the first episode of Stardew Valley. I've played this game a lot, so I really enjoyed it. I want to share it with you guys. It's a very chill game. I rather thoroughly enjoy it. Very little pressure. So first things first. We call ourselves Fate. Farm we'll call Haven. Make our favorite thing apples. You know, I think I'm gonna go for a puppy this time around. Skin color and everything else like this, I'm perfectly fine with.
This doesn't look like State of Decay.
I forgot to switch that stuff around. Thank you for the reminder. I just finished up State of Decay. Okay, so we got that fixed. Don't care about any of that, so let's see. I don't really need too much farm space because I generally want to stick into the greenhouse. I don't want to spend too much time watering stuff. That one will give me fish ability. That will give me more wood and everything else like this. More mining opportunities would give me more ore, so I wouldn't have to go into the actual mines. So that one's... I've really only played this one, so I'm actually kind of thinking about a different one this time around. Wilderness Farm. Yeah, I don't want to deal with monsters at night. Four Corners Farm could be useful. Yeah, this I don't like simply because I like using sprinklers. So Beach Farm's out. Let's go Four Corners Farm.
Going to try a different map?
Yep. And for my very special grandson, I want you to have the sealed envelope. No, don't open it yet. Have patience. Now, listen close. There will come a day when you feel crushed by the burden of modern life. And on your bright spirit will fade before growing emptiness. When that happens, my boy, you'll be ready for this gift. Now, let Grandpa rest. Some unknown amount of years later, Somebody's been terminated. Somebody's been legitimately terminated considering the skeleton there. Dear Fate, if you're reading this, you must be in dire need of a change. The same thing happened to me long ago. I'd lost sight of what mattered most in life, real connections with other people and nature. So I dropped everything and moved to the place I truly belong. I've enclosed the deed to that place, my pride and joy, Haven Farm. It's located in Stardew Valley on the southern coast. It's a perfect place to start your new life. This was my most precious gift of all. And now it's yours. I know you'll honor the family name, my boy. Good luck. Love, Grandpa. P.S. If Lewis is still alive, say hi to the old guy for me, will ya? I actually honestly can't wait for the Chocolate Factory game that these guys are developing to come out. But I actually have no idea when that will be. Hello, you must be Fate. I'm Robin, the local carpenter. Mayor Lewis sent me here to fetch you and show you the way to your new home. He's there right now, tidying things up for your arrival. The farm's right over here if you want to follow me. Yeah, we got a little bit of work to do to clear out some stuff. This is Haven Farm. What's the matter? Sure, it's a bit overgrown, but there's some good soil underneath all that mess. With a little bit of dedication, you'll have it cleaned up in no time. And here we are, your new home. Ah, the new farmer. Welcome, I'm Lewis, Mayor of Pelican Town. You know, everyone's been asking about you. It's not every day that someone new moves in. It's quite a big deal. So, you're moving into your grandfather's old cottage. It's a good house, very rustic. Rustic? That's one way to put it. Crusty might be a little more apt, though. Rude! Don't listen to her, Fate. She's just trying to make you dissatisfied so you'll buy one of her house upgrades. I am going to buy at least one of her house upgrades. Anyways, you must be tired from that long journey. You should get some rest. Tomorrow you ought to go explore the town a bit and introduce yourself. Townspeople would appreciate that. Oh, I almost forgot. If you have anything to sell, just place it in this box here. I'll come during the night to collect it. Well, good luck. Okay, one thing to know, if you're playing co-op, even if you're in a menu, the time will keep progressing. But if you're playing single player, when you're in any sort of menu, looking through a chest or anything else like that, time's halted. So that's one good thing to keep in mind. Second thing is, weather reports are rather useful to know until you get sprinklers. Because when you go and upgrade a piece of equipment, you lose it for at least a couple of days. So you want for your watering can, you want to have to water. Go put the watering can and at least have the next day be rain. Lifting off the land. Fortune teller, it really depends on how much you actually want to pay attention to your luck. Okay, that should roughly be enough room for now. First, let's go into our settings and actually fix some of the stuff. So auto run's going to be on. Always show tool hit location. Show the placement tile indicator, definitely. Let's see here. Lock the toolbar. There we go. That's going to keep it so that I'm not going to constantly have the things disappearing on me. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, now that all that's watered and dealt with, rather than doing kind of what the game wants me to do, which is continue chopping up all this stuff like I'm kind of doing, I'm actually going to turn around and do a little bit of exploring and foraging, start getting some extra funds going. I am going to, however, need a lot of wood. Mainly because I'm going to want to use said wood to make chests. So here's Linus. I want to ensure I'm talking to him, and if I actually have the ability to, give him gifts each day. Because he's going to give me a recipe called sashimi. And that's going to enable me to, any fish I find and such that are not the best, I can turn around and sell those, turn them into sashimi, and make more money. So I'm just going through and just quickly greeting everybody. The reason why I'm doing this is one, because, well, fibers can be useful in making some scarecrows, and two, it clears up some of these locations so that I can have more forageables spawn, which in the long run will make me more money. Okay, so I actually kind of need to figure out who I want to court this time around. Like, my personal game that I currently got going that I'm in year 2, I courted Abigail. Yeah, this is something that I will need at some point in order to be able to turn around and be able to buy basically whatever seeds, wallpapers, or anything else like this that I want, whenever I want. I would no longer be bound to the store. But for that, I've got to get everything else set up. Now, I went for the bean seeds simply because they are going to be a plant them, water them, and then harvest them. And then from there, it's once you've got them watered, it's just you're constantly going to be able to harvest them. You just got to keep them watered. They're going to constantly grow, constantly give you crops, and as such, constantly be able to turn around and get you stuff. Now, downsides to this particular thing is anything that's
Just
got
so
those...
you know, Fuga is leaving Game Pass on the 16th.
Yep, that's why this is going to replace Fuga. These wooden sticks, you can't actually walk through. So make sure you place them in such a way that you have access to them so that you can water them. Otherwise, you're going to have a bit of a bad day. So right now, one of the things I really need is I need enough wood to make a chest. Because I have very little inventory space that I have available, so I need to kind of maximize what I can and can't do. Okay, so one of the downsides is once you run out of energy, the only thing you can really do is use the scythe to clear stuff out. Doing anything else will continue to use energy, and once you run out of energy completely, you'll get an exhausted status. Now, if you continue to push things with that status, you'll eventually just pass out. And when you wake up, you'll be sick. You'll have, like, only about half of their normal amount of energy. And wouldn't be able to do anything. So it's generally a good idea to try to avoid getting the exhausted status. As you play the game and continue on and progress, you will find ways of getting more energy. You'll have food that you can eat that will be able to heal you and give you Again, more energy. But that's going to be a little bit later in game. So your first couple of days are going to go by fairly quickly. So, let's see here. Getting started. Cultivate and harvest a parsnip. That's fine. I'm working on that. And I've met a 10 of 28 people. Okay, so I need you. And where do I want you? Let's put you there. I want to keep all of this stuff because I'll be using it a lot. Now, since I've got that done, I have no more energy. All I'm going to do now is I'm going to just quickly go around. Basically, this tools can be the only thing I'm going to use. I'm going to go around looking for forageables, try to earn some coin, and just be clearing stuff out. Just to try to speed things up. And if you really want to, you can rummage through garbage cans. However, do not let the townspeople see you do it. You have a, let's call it a friendship gauge with every person in the city. If they see you doing actions like that, your friendship gauge will lower. And as much as that right there is called an artifact spot, use a hoe to dig it up. But since that takes energy, and I have just about none, I'm not doing that. That bridge takes 300 wood to fix. So I'm going to explore till roughly about 10 o'clock-ish. At 1 a.m., you will pass out wherever you are. Simple and straight outright. When you do pass out like this, what will happen is you will lose some money and probably a bit of the stuff you're carrying on you. How much you lose is, well, it's random. Pure and simple. So you gotta watch out for that sort of stuff a little bit. Because you really don't want to lose like your really expensive stuff that you worked so hard to find. Okay, nothing there. It's actually getting late, so I'm actually... Oh, there we are. Unfortunate part is I don't have one of the items that actually makes it so I can actually see at night. They're, don't get me wrong, they're fairly common. But this time of night trying to explore like this, you're not really going to see too much. So I now need to get home. Now, because I'm doing a different farm variety entirely, you can go that up from here to get home. But I don't know if the don't know if I can access my farmhouse from that way at the moment. So I am going the longer way. General rule of thumb, try to be back at your farm by midnight. If you can get back by midnight, you usually have enough time to sort your stuff, what you're going to keep, what you're going to sell, and maybe do a little bit of maintenance stuff and go from there. Now, I'm actually going to keep all these items. Normally, I would sell forageables, but I know I have bundles I'm going to have to work with coming up. So I'm going to be keeping a lot of stuff that I normally wouldn't until the bundles become available. Okay, tomorrow is going to rain all day, which means that tomorrow I'm not going to have to water anything. Yeah. Got. Yep. I'm actually going to do that next. I'm going to go fill up my watering can. And ensure I water everything. If you, for whatever reason, happen to miss a day of watering, no big deal. But if you miss multiple days of watering, your crops will in fact actually die. So keep that in mind. Now, since I am going to go fishing, don't need you, don't need you, don't need you, don't need you. I'm going to keep my hoe on me because I know there's an artifact spot there. Fishing in this game is, well, it's both easy and tricky at the same damn time. Each fish has their own pattern that they operate on. Let's see. I highly doubt I'm gonna catch an eel today or tomorrow, but still, you don't lose any rep for failing those quests. But you get rep and usually a bit more money than the specific item is worth if you successfully complete them. Oh, hey there, son. Heard there was a newcomer in town. Good to finally meet you. Ah, I'm still trying to unwind from a month out at the salty seas. There's a big haul, sold a lot of good fish. Finally saved enough to buy me a new rod. Here, I want you to have my old fishing rod. It's important to me that the art of fishing stays alive, and hey, maybe you'll buy something from my shop once in a while. Received bamboo pole. Good. There's good weather here in the valley, all kinds of fish. Oh yeah, my shop's back open now, so come by if you need some supplies. Also buy anything you catch. If it smells, it sells. That's what my old pappy used to say. Anyway. So before I'm actually going to start fishing, I'm going to come deal with this artifact spot. Ooh. Trilobite. Nice. That's going to be useful. I'm going to need the oyster for another bundle. Okay. So now I'm just going to start fishing. At this level, I'm not expecting to catch a whole heck of a lot. Mostly expecting to catch garbage. As you level up, fishing will in fact get easier. Yeah, one of the ways that fishing will get easier as you level up is that green bar. I have to keep the fish entirely inside that green bar. Well, by turning around and leveling up my fishing, that green bar will actually get bigger. Up to the point of where it gets to about double the size. So basically it'll be two segments rather than the one segment it is right now. Which does in fact make fishing a lot easier. Seaweed, you might be cursing and swearing because, it's seaweed. Meh. Keep it. I'm not joking. Keep the seaweed. Keep the kelp. They are used for fish ponds, which is really, really useful. So, keep that in mind. Okay. Some fish are easy to catch, others are far more difficult. And fish can actually turn around and, well, they will... Each fish has its own seasons where you can actually catch it. Some fish you can only catch when it's raining. Other fish you can only catch when it's winter, or summer, or spring, or fall. There are also fish that you can only catch in certain locations. So, to that end, the higher your fishing skill and the more you pay attention to it, the better. But since I ultimately need money right now at the moment, I'm going to be keeping a lot of this stuff or I'm going to sell a lot of this stuff. Come here. Ah, yeah. See? That one I wouldn't have had a single issue catching at a higher fishing level. But because I'm not even level 1 yet in fishing, it's going to cause some issues. You can also, if you really wanted to, eat the seaweed for a little bit of energy, so you could keep fishing. Probably enough for 1 or 2 more casts. Fish will also have time periods where they can be caught. Some can only be caught... yeah. Some can only be caught in the morning, some in the afternoon, some in the late evening. What you did see there is called a treasure chest that shows up when fishing. If you get your green bar hovering over said chest, it will fill up a bar below it. Once that bar is full, you'll catch the chest. Now, the downside is, while you're doing that, you are losing progress on the other fish, because it may not be hanging around in the same area. So you actually have to catch the fish in order to get the treasure chest. So if you concentrate on the treasure chest and then fail to catch the fish, you're not getting the treasure. Ooh. Sure. Kind of crap I didn't want. Well, I know I have you, so I'm going to prioritize bundle stuff at the moment and profit. So my inventory is now full, so it's time for me to head. But first I'm going to go pop into the blacksmith in the museum. Start talking with them, start getting friendship levels up. There's achievements for getting friendship levels with pretty much everyone. And the way you do that is talk to them once a day. Minimum. Abysmal. Not a single piece in the entire collection. What's this? You found something? Let me see it. Remarkable. It's very old. I'd love to study this in greater detail, but it's yours. I've got a favor to ask you. Would you consider donating any new artifacts or minerals that you find? We can make groundbreaking discovery together. Oh, and who knows? If you keep donating, I might come across some interesting items to send your way. Think about it, will you? If you decide to donate, just bring the object to the front desk. Most of the stuff that this guy gives you for doing this is junk. But you can get some seeds early on, which is good. And you can also turn around and get a key from him. That key is very useful. It unlocks another shop. So, you kind of want to do it. Plus the fact, well, once you finish donating everything, you can then just continue selling the stuff that you're finding. It's no big deal. But one of the other things is there are some artifacts, like a dinosaur egg and an ancient seed. Do not donate these to the museum until you have either managed to raise a dinosaur, so you hatch it, or you've been able to plant that ancient seed, harvest it, and use a seed maker to gain more seeds. Speaking of ancient seeds, take a redonkulous amount of time to grow. As in longer than... If I had planted an ancient seed yesterday...
The ancient seed you can donate. Donating it is how you get the growable ones.
Really? I've always had the just grow it and use the seed bearer to do everything from there. Okay, let's get, first of all, what we need for bundles. I need you for bundles. I'll have to double check. It's been a really long time since I paid attention to it in my last game. I just simply hadn't found one. So it wasn't exactly a big deal. Okay, so fish.
Yeah, you can't
Sunfish,
grow the
catfish,
ancient
shad.
seed artifact. After you donate it, you get the recipe to turn it into a growable seed.
Okay. Carpal head. So I need the it's a herring, anchovy. So I need a sardine. The oyster is one of the bundle items. And the rest of that's not. Okay, so let's figure out which fish I am actually going to keep for sashimi.
Finally off,
Uh,
and now I'm home. What are you playing?
right now I am playing Stardew Valley. So, let's see. So, sardine anchovies are always going to get turned into sashimi for now. Herring, always. And sardine. Yeah, all of them are going to get turned into sashimi. But I need the money, so I'm not going to really worry about it at the moment. Let's grab our axe and we'll go about clearing out some more space. That's maple. So I'll leave that alone until I can get tappers.
That's oak.
Right. The one right across from me is maple. So...
Maple is the lighter one.
yeah, I keep getting them confused every time. Doesn't matter. So I'll clear that. This one will just get me pine tar, which is kind of useful, but I don't need it right at the moment. That's about
Seems
all the
like a nice
clearing I can
relaxing
do.
game.
Oh, this is. It's very relaxing. I I've played this game since it came out off and on. No, I forgot to check the TV today. No, I didn't. It's going to rain tomorrow. Okay. Okay, they gave me max proficiency. Don't care about the
It's a
wild
PC
sweet.
game.
It's both a PC game, but what
Definitely,
I am
it does have
playing,
some challenges and adult themes though.
yes, it does. It is originally a PC game. The version I'm currently playing is Xbox, though. And the 289 gold.
Free or pay.
If you have Game
PC,
Pass, I
Switch,
believe it is.
Xbox, PlayStation, Apple, Android, PS Vita, it's on everything.
It's just about like Doom or Skyrim. I believe if you have Game Pass, you can play it on via Game Pass. So all that's watered. I really theoretically should go get more seeds, just simply so I can get like the cauliflowers and everything else I guess I'm kind of need going. Because I am going to need them for bundles.
It's $15 on Steam and goes on sale every summer.
So I've got parsnips growing currently. I've got green bean growing currently. I need cauliflower and potato. Uh, right, you're closed today, so that's
At Akraichi,
kind
that's
of
good to
pointless.
know, thank you.
But it is quite literally, it's a game that has no end. That being said,
Remember that Kali you can donate for 9 seeds so you don't need to buy them. I really need to change my username name soon, haha. Congratulations! You've received 100 messages today with Restream chat.
You've got to take your time, figure out what you actually want to theme yourself as. Yeah, no, it's, but you still need the one cauliflower. Well, you might be able to just turn around and buy an actual cauliflower. I generally don't like spending that much money, though.
That's awesome, you can fish, ha ha ha.
Yep. Fishing, especially early game fishing, is one of the best money makers. That and foraging. Because it'll take a while for you to ramp up the amount of money you have to get all the seeds you need to turn around and be able to buy everything you need. But one
So
of the
cool.
things I'm really going to try to get is at least one super sea cucumber. Because if I can get one
How
of the
far have you
supers,
gotten in this game before?
year 5, gotten all the bundles completed. The game that I was playing just in my own playthrough now, that I got back into it, I'm on year 2, already have married, and I'm just waiting for purple cabbage to finish growing, get my apple tree to finish producing the remaining apples I need, and my rabbit to drop a rabbit's foot, and all the community bundles are done. Halibut. Now, the amount of money you'll make via fishing will change depending on your fishing level, and it will also change depending
Even the sound
entire.
is relaxing, haha.
Yes, yes. This game is very, very relaxing. There's not a whole. Realistically, if you do it right, you could never have to go into the mines and do combat. Because anything that you need monster drop wise, I'm pretty sure you can buy at some point or other. No, I think bat wings you can't. Might take you forever to build up the amounts you need. But no, it's a very, very relaxing game. This is one of those games that is always in my top 10 for recommended. Because I always seem to come back to it at some point. And it's literally
When I was at work, I was watching your other video. Zombie game. Never seen that game before.
That is called State of Decay 2. It's actually the second in the series. The first one is not a multiplayer co-op game, but it is. If you enjoy killing
Also
zombies,
Xbox?
yes. Generally speaking, if you see the Relentless Undead or Tamapanda, and I'm playing a game with them, we're generally on Xbox. The Relentless Undead is a big achievement hunter. He loves getting achievements. So usually on the days that I co-op with them, we're kind of achievement hunting and we're just helping him grab achievements. That being said, if there's a multiplayer game or whatever, or a game I need help with, and I'm going like, hey, I actually want to get the achievements for this game, they will very quite happily turn around and go, okay, well, we're going to play that one next. Or, hey, can we get this game done first? And then they'll pile into my game and we'll go and get it done. So the State of Decay 2 has 153 achievements. I've gotten 49 currently. And some of them are going to take a while to get. Like, kill 10,000 zombies. I have no idea where I am on that. Come on. Come on, fish. Now, you can already see my fishing bar has grown just a little
How
bit.
much do you need?
In reference to what?
Fish.
As many as I can get. The reason why I'm fishing is because I'm going to sell the fish for money. And that money is going to then allow me to turn around and buy seeds. Which is then going to allow me to grow more crops, upgrade equipment, and everything else like this. I need money. That's basically what it boils down to is I need money. But if you're asking how long am I going to fish for, I'm going to fish until either A, my inventory is full up and I can't fish anymore.
My bad.
Or B, I run out of energy. Come on. Thank you. Ultimately, your goal, I think, in this game, for me anyways, is getting my farm to the point where I don't have to water it. The only time I have to interact with my actual farm is when I'm collecting and harvesting stuff and when I'm planting new stuff. Other than that, just I
The
can
spot
basically
behind
ignore
the
it.
barrel is a perfect place to put a chest. It really helps when you don't have much storage early on.
I hadn't actually considered that. You are 100% correct. I mean, you can literally put anything anywhere. It's just you got to make sure you don't do it in people's walking paths. Because they have a tendency of destroying stuff that is in their way. Which seems rather stupid. But that's the way it is. So one of the things I'm trying to figure out is who should I
It
court?
just reminds me of an old school 90s game.
Yeah. Oh, I think this came out in, I want to say 08, 09-ish. It's been around for a while. Okay, so fish. But the only one here that I think I might need is, do I need halibut?
It was heavily inspired by Harvest Moon, a game from 1992.
Yes, Harvest Moon. It's actually Harvest Moon that I was looking for a similar game that actually got me into this game, and well, I'm still playing this one, and I'm still playing this one, and I only every now and then go play a Harvest Moon one.
I love that.
Okay, so let's get to finishing clearing up some stuff. Unfortunately, the big tree stumps and logs I cannot clear until such time as I get a... well, I need a better axe. To get a better axe, I need ingots and everything else like this, which I can't make at the moment.
There are also all sorts of references and stuff to Ghibli films, which was also an inspiration for Concerned Ape.
Yeah, but then again, they're freaking Ghibli films. They're an inspiration to everything.
True, true.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me to see that there's a horror out there that somehow was inspired by Ghibli films. The guy was, quite frankly, a god when it came to this sort of stuff. Okay, so...
Enjoying the stream? Remember to tap that follow button to know when I go live next.
Plant the maple there.
Hayao Miyazaki is actually coming out of retirement to make one more movie.
Ooh? What movie? I am interested.
That's cool.
One, two, three. We'll get you put there.
The Boy and the Heron. Go check out my YouTube content and see what you have missed. I've heard that title before.
Okay. Once that warning pops up, you've usually got a couple of swings.
It was a classic novel from pre-WW1.
Oh yeah, at that point in time, that would definitely fit in with his style. Sunny day tomorrow. Okay.
2 I mean.
Yeah, even then. That era is very much Ghibli style. It'll be even better if they keep the old animation style that Ghibli is
I
known
subscribe
for.
you on YouTube.
Thank you. Good morning. No, so you've been breaking some rocks open and finding ore. That's good. If you want to get the most out of your ore, you find you'll need a furnace. Just so happens I have an extra set of blueprints lying around. Here, I want you to have them.
Oh yeah, they released a trailer and the style looks just like Spirited Away.
Yes! Learn how to craft a furnace. Good. The furnace allows you to smelt metal bars. The bars can be used for crafting, construction, and tool upgrades. When you smelted a few copper bars, consider having me upgrade one of your tools. It'll make your work a lot easier. True. Well, okay, I'm heading home. Take it easy. But that, I think, is where we're going to call this episode a wrap. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. We'll see you all next time.